Leo and I are going to Vegas tomorrow to film 2 videos.
Yeah, one together and one on his own because he's the beast and the guy's the hardest working guy on YouTube. So you all better respect him for that.
I'm the fucking best.
Yeah.
Everybody else is scum. Everybody else isn't fit to lick the bottom of my boots.
I have to say, we've been friends for from the beginning, right? But I did a little stalking on your YouTube the other day, and I have to say I was really impressed with your guitar playing skills.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, I got an old YouTube channel. Yeah. My old YouTube presence, I need to wipe it out completely.
Danny Moon and BJJ?
Oh, yeah, that's Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. That doesn't hint at anything else.
It's not sexual.
Not oral sex.
It's not oral sex, gotcha.
But one second, I'm going to adjust it. Can you clip that right in the middle of your shirt? I feel like your mic's going to be a little hotter than mine. So I got mine down, I guess. So
down right here?
Yeah, it's good in there. Yeah, my first fucking YouTube channel, which is the really embarrassing one that I'm glad you didn't find, is where I did book reviews.
Stop it!
Oh, dude, I did book reviews.
I want to see that now. I'm gonna find it.
It's gone.
It's gone?
I deleted it. I had the foresight to delete that one.
Wait a second. What kind of books were you reviewing?
I was reading serious literature.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Like, what do you have a favorite book?
I was sinking my teeth into 1,000-page novels. I'm a fucking intellectual man.
You are really no, it's impressive, I have to say.
Do I have a favorite book?
Yeah, do you have a favorite book?
Of course I do.
Okay, I want to know what it is.
Maybe Infinite Jest.
Infinite Jest?
See, this is why I discontinued that channel, because it's not funny or interesting to listen to me talk about books.
You know what? Sometimes people want to know who you are, Like, they want to know how you got to be so funny.
See,
that's what I'm curious about.
Well, I started out writing books, and the guy who inspired me to do it was the guy Tucker Max.
Right.
And I don't know if the younger generation actually knows much about him.
I think they do.
He's kind of fading. He was at early 2000s, like up to 2015 was his last period of relevance. Now just the kids are young. His books aren't selling as much. People don't know. But he was a really smart guy, college educated, University of Chicago.
Ahead of his time.
Duke Law School. Who just would go out and get fucking blacked out and be an asshole and write books about it. I saw somebody, that idea appealed to me, writing nonfiction about my life. So I wanted to do that. But as I found out pretty quickly, it's really hard to get people to read books. So after 5 or so years of no success and trying the YouTube channel.
Is it just something where it's kind of like word of mouth, like somebody picks up your book, reads it, and really likes it, and then tells somebody else about it?
Right now, you click up one of my videos, in 1 minute, you know if you like it or not.
Yeah.
And it's already on a platform you spend time on.
Yeah.
So after you get done watching your favorite NBA channel or your favorite fucking gaming channel, my shit's just there in the sidebar waiting to get discovered.
Yeah.
With a book, you would need to dig deep into Amazon, you would need to pay for it, you need to figure out how to get it on your phone, and then fucking devote time to reading paragraphs. It's not gonna happen.
So Infinite Jest is your favorite book?
Yeah.
All right, so I'm a movie buff. I want to know what your favorite movie is, your favorite film.
I don't really, dude, I'm not a film nerd.
You don't have a favorite movie?
The Wolf of Wall Street speaks to me.
Oh, really?
Is that hard to predict?
Okay, so you want to party at that level and just have you want to combine work and party
and fucking hookers
and fucking
just come out and say it, fucking hookers.
That's fine.
Hopefully blue chips. There's the one
you would be obviously Jordan Belfort, and I probably would be like Jonah Hill, but like a better looking version. And then Iggy and Fan Jerry would be your salesman.
Maybe the bald guy.
Maybe the bald
guy. The Rugrat, the shitty ass hair patch guy.
And we just fuck with him.
We need a Chester. Ken's our Chester Ming.
Yeah, and then we probably need a little person. Guy. We need a little person to throw on.
A midget's cliche now, dude.
Is it?
And say midget. Say midget to the camera.
Fine.
Midget. Say
it. A midget.
There we go. I don't like that PC shit on my channel.
I said little person.
It's funny. The thing that you said, or the two topics that came up, me writing books and The Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah.
The Wolf of Wall Street, it was at the lowest point in my writing career.
And,
I'd moved back to Sacramento after college. I hadn't released anything, or the things I had released on the internet as far as writing were getting zero traction. Nobody gave a shit. I worked 2 nights a week as a bouncer, just dead broke, living with my parents, fucking depressed. And I'd wake up at 3 p.m. in the afternoon, the least healthy lifestyle you can imagine. And I went and saw Wolf of Wall Street at 2 a.m. one night at a theater, and that was the one positive moment in my fucking week.
That's why
I was clapping in the theater, cheering along, loving my life to that film.
Yeah. See, that's what movies can do, and I've always had an escape with movies from my own personal depression is going and watching a movie that pumps you up, makes you want to work out, or
All right, what's your favorite movie? I feel like that whole question was just a ruse to get me to ask you.
No,
what
it
your
wasn't,
favorite
dude. You're probably
You're
going to
a nurse
judge
right
me
now too, Lee.
I look like a nurse.
You look like a fucking nurse. Stand up.
sorry.
Real quick. Stand up real quick. Let the people see your scrubs. I didn't realize this until now.
Dude, first of all,
These actually look pretty nice.
Yeah, thank you. They're Lululemon, and if you're nice, maybe I'll get you a pair.
I appreciate that. I take it back. You look great.
They gave me that was at the height of my fame. I walked into a Lululemon before Bachelor in Paradise, right after, it was a short window of being liked by the community, and they gave me these for free. Like Lululemon, like the manager was like, "Oh, hi, you're Leo from The Bachelor. Would you like a pair of $120 yoga pants?"
See, and now you're rewarding that effort because now you're actually promoting Lululemon.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You can actually
Lululemon.
fuck. I'll say it myself. Fuck Lululemon.
Any company worth above like 500 million, valued at more than that, I know they would hate me and my content and never touch me, so I say fuck them. And that includes Lululemon.
I'm not promoting them. I'm just saying that I got these for free, and I might have another pair that I could give you. And they're really comfortable and they're really breathable.
Fucking rip those off before you walk out the door and light them on fire in my
Jesus
chimney.
Christ, man.
So, what's your favorite film?
You're probably going to judge me, and now you're not going to. I don't know if you're going to judge me. I'd be impressed if you saw this movie, or I'd be happy if you saw it. But it's A Wonderful Life, the 1942 like Christmas movie.
That's gay.
See, I knew you were going to say that. That's not what I tell girls in bars. Fuck, you nailed it.
You tell girls in bars that,
and then if they've seen it, then I'd get laid.
Because they all want to be actresses. Yeah. So you figure if you come at them with some deep Hollywood, like archival knowledge, that they're going to think that you're a big film buff, then you appreciate their quest in life, and then you start using your standard move where you look them in the eye. What's your move? You tell girls they'd be better in X film than Y actress.
That's one move. Yeah, I do that. But no, after that, it's kind of like a sob story about like. I turn in my favorite film being It's a Wonderful Life into a kind of you only live once kind of pitch to women. To be completely honest.
You can see it in the Inland Iggy transformation video.
Yeah, exactly.
Amazing transformation. You can see that Leo gets his full fucking pitch in there.
Hopefully he uses it because it's effective.
That's a good segue. Let's talk Vegas because Leo and I are filming 2 videos tomorrow in Vegas. Yeah. I don't really feel like getting into the details of those right now. I would, but it just doesn't seem interesting. Yeah. What seems more interesting to me is the potential of pussy in the nightclubs afterwards. We should be getting done filming around 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Nice.
The sun will still be up. We're moving very close to the summer solstice.
Oh, wow.
Gonna have sun. So, I mean, the night's going to be fucking young enough for us to go grab a dinner.
Yeah.
We got fucking, my buddy who lives there, Fu. Very hardcore fans of the channel might know him from fine works such as Kiss My Camera Guy, some of the other early Vegas videos. He's best friends with a promoter at every top club you could think of. He's going to get us in the building. I almost said vehicle. In the building, and might even get us a booth in a bottle. And I feel like if either of us, or if any of us, even our cameraman Nico, fail to get female lips around our penis by night's end, we can't call ourselves men.
Well, Danny, you have to remember if we put that kind of pressure on the night, that's a sure way to fail sometimes.
I disagree.
Okay, you want to put that kind of
heavy pressure.
Fine. You want to get to the level where it's just like we're gonna put that like we're getting pussy tonight and we're getting pussy tonight.
And I'm gonna come back and I will, if I have to, look into this camera in shame next Friday. And I will explain what went wrong if I fail to get laid.
I'm kind of more of the Taoist approach. Just go with the flow, and it happens for me.
That's not as exciting. That doesn't make us compelling.
Fine, you know
YouTube
what?
And podcast content.
All right, well, let's put some. Okay, if we don't, then we're going to talk about it on the podcast. But you know what? I'm going to make sure that we do now. All right.
The way this is going, it's going to be everybody gets laid, including cameraman Nico, and I'm the only one who fails to get any pussy. That's how it sounds like it's going to go. But I got some leads.
All right.
I got some fucking leads.
Some girls are hitting you up? Really?
This happened. One of the hottest women I've ever had sex with was a manager. When I lived in Vegas for a year, it was during my writing escapades of writing books. I lived in Vegas, worked as a busser in a restaurant at the Wynn. My manager was a smoking hot Hawaiian chick.
Okay.
Smoking hot, huge ass, one of the hottest girls I've ever had sex with. And her and I ended up kind of dating at the end of my Vegas stint.
Oh, nice.
She's got a boyfriend who things are going rocky with, and she's been texting me.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, that's typical, but yeah, you hope that women, have a little bit more of a heart than we do, but they don't.
They don't.
Yeah, they don't.
Yeah, things were not broken off cleanly when she started texting. I could tell.
Gotcha.
But she opened it up with a
sexting.
She opened up with, "Hey, when are you coming back to Vegas?" And I hadn't spoken to her in like a year.
God.
And there was a question mark and an exclamation mark.
Has she been watching your videos? Has she been watching your social media?
One can only assume so. I mean, how can one avoid watching my videos?
So
they know. Media?
So now everyone's kind of jumping on the bandwagon.
Everybody's jumping on the bandwagon.
Do you mind? Like, do you care? Does it make you feel weird?
It makes
you love it.
It gets me out of bed in the morning.
Let's say if people weren't paying attention to you for a while, though, like some girl was like, you asked her out, and now she's like contacting you. Does it make you judge her?
No.
Or does it make you feel weird? You don't care.
Here's how it really is. I'll get out of character for a second. It's Basically, I think I explained this last week, that for somebody at my level, you would think they would be getting way more pussy than I actually am.
No,
it works as a deterrent in most cases.
I think if you were just tried more, you would get more pussy.
Maybe.
You were working hard late into the night all the time.
But there has been one girl I can think of from my hometown who wanted absolutely nothing to do with me pre-YouTube Danny.
Yeah.
And then the last time I was in Sacramento, her and I were making out in her car, and I was feeling her up, and she was jerking me off a little bit.
Really?
It was right before I drove back. It was like at 2 p.m. on a Saturday, so it was hard to get more than that. But that was like the one example.
That's what I live for, those 2 p.m. on a Saturday little hookups. Those
Respect.
are great. Yeah.
But yeah, that was like the one example of a chick who's come around because of my YouTube thing.
Really?
But dude, more than that.
She probably always thought you were attractive, though.
Maybe. Well, she ignored my Instagram messages. She had a funny way of showing it.
That doesn't. Sometimes girls are out to just shut down guys, but you
Maybe.
can't take it personally. Never take it personally, by the way. Right?
But
do you?
Oh,
I feel like you don't.
I don't take any of that shit personally. But yeah, the thing is about the recently arrived fame or just very low tier fame. Basically, all it means is a lot of dudes hit me up on my phone, and occasionally somebody stops me in public. But my life is identical. I'm still worrying about paying the bills. I still wake up and fucking talk to my roommates. I still jerk off in my room.
I was gonna say,
with
but
a
you have a
handful of
lot.
vino.
But you have. But you have a lot more material to jerk off with now.
Occasionally, some girl messages me on Instagram who has a nice rec.
Right.
And she occasionally sends me a
how much
picture.
better is that than porn?
It's good.
Yeah,
it's good.
That's why I don't even really watch porn.
Yeah, but I was thinking about that last night. That just having fans and shit.
Yeah.
It's just something that comes with having a job.
Yeah.
Like the YouTube thing is just a job.
Dude,
I work more hours and for less pay than
Yeah.
most other jobs. And
Is it a fun job though? I would say it's a fun.
it's a fun
You
job.
love it. You work hard though, man. People don't know, but Danny's working hard behind the scenes.
Yeah, absolutely.
I was gonna ask, do you? I've been recognized multiple times from your videos.
Multiple?
Yeah, multiple times.
When was the last time you got recognized for being in Danny Mullen's videos?
It was 2 days ago. I was at a.
That's recent. I haven't been recognized for being in my videos 2 days ago.
Dude, it was 2 days ago, and it was like some dude at a bar, and he was just like, "Hey, bro, I saw you in Danny Mullen's video."
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you're really, really popular with my really older level softball team. There's like a 40-year-old dude that really loves you on my softball team. And
if I have a couple drinks, I'll make do with his mouth and hands.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
That's the thing too, is I never leave my house, so I hear about Inland Iggy getting hit up by fans and you running into people who recognize you from the videos.
Yeah.
There's a chick who was in one of my videos and won the hottest fan contest. She tells me she gets recognized by dudes in bars.
Really?
And I was like, where the fuck is this adulation for Danny Mullen? Because I don't get any of it.
It's interesting. I guess it's probably natives that follow. I mean, LA is a big hub. I guess there's probably a lot of YouTubers or people that watch YouTube from LA.
Yeah. Well, Ben, can you make more noise while you make your food, you fucking asshole? Our roommate's in here preparing a meal.
Do you have to block his name out?
No, because we haven't accused him. I suspect he's making noise just to draw attention to himself. All right, Ben. You're being distracting. Come into the camera and say what's up if you're going to do anything. Come here. Come here right now. No, get over here right now.
No, I like your jersey.
If you're going to make all this noise, get over here and be on camera.
I like the jersey you're wearing.
Ben, I'm serious. Get over here right now. Get over here. No, come into the camera. Come sit in the middle. You're getting interviewed.
No, put your jersey back on. What were you?
You can order everyone else around, but not me.
This is dead air.
Have you noticed that Danny has been getting a little bit more maybe?
Wait, no, we can't do this. Ben, come sit down or come sit down real quick.
I think it's all gone to your head, Danny.
No, see, this is just gonna be. All right. You got to sit down or you got to be quiet because I'm gonna cut this out. We're talking off camera. It's not gonna make sense for a podcast.
Danny is always about the final product. He doesn't stray from that. He doesn't. Anything he does, it's for the camera. He's not gonna do anything too crazy if it's not the camera's not rolling. Danny's not on.
Well, and I know that me yelling shit at my shithead roommate in the kitchen isn't gonna compel anybody who's watching this video because he's not on camera. They don't know what he looks like.
Yeah,
is he 400 pounds? Is he white, black, Mexican? He's an Asian Jew, is the case. See, I'm not going to acknowledge you anymore off camera. He's an Asian Jew. Huh. Yeah, and he brings the worst of both stereotypes to the table.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's a fucking mess.
Yeah.
I don't know what are the worst of Asian stereotypes. Bad driver.
I mean, bad driver is pretty accurate. I do. Yeah.
Really stingy with his funds. That's
bad
the Jewish
teeth
side.
too. Bad teeth because when I was working at Universal, I saw a lot of not Japanese, but the Chinese.
Oh yeah.
They really need to work on their dental hygiene.
You're going to go on the record and say the Chinese need to work on their dental hygiene?
Okay. I'm just saying I've encountered some people that are of the Chinese descent that kind of have bad teeth. I'm not saying that entire
Wait, didn't Dr. Seuss used to just do anti-Japanese, anti-Chinese propaganda before he got big into the books? Because right now, I feel like people are
Sounds
picturing
like it.
Ben, my Asian Jewish roommate, is looking like a piece of Dr. Seuss anti-Chinese propaganda. Ben, you want people to have that image seared into their head?
Damn, I already showed my face in the video.
Okay, nobody can hear you. You're not mic'd up, jerk off. This guy's not playing along.
Nobody can hear me
No,
talking.
no.
But I'm making too much noise in the kitchen.
Well, it was distracting me. And I'm an artistic
Distracting,
genius.
Danny.
You're fucking up the natural flow of ideas through my head down to my lips.
You know what? I am pretty good at spotting talent, and I mean, Danny is an artistic genius.
Yep.
He is.
There we go.
Comedic artistic genius.
There we go. Yeah, so where were I forgot where we were before we were so
Yeah.
uncaringly interrupted by a Chinese Jew. I think I was talking about my manager trying to bang her this
Yeah.
weekend. We'll see how it goes. I think it's a coin flip. Because sometimes she's kind of slow to respond to my messages. Sometimes she doesn't respond, so I got to imagine Mr. Boyfriend's close.
Right.
But I got there first, buddy. That counts for something, right?
Oh, of course. You kidding me?
Do you always have the right to go back and do things with an ex-lover?
I am big on that, to be honest.
Okay.
Yeah, I go back a lot because it's a comfortable place. You know, it's like something you search for a while to find like a nice place to kind of keep going back for sex, and then when you finally it's over and everything, every now and then you take a visit back. You know, it's almost like
I feel like I asked the wrong person because
relapsing
you
on
got
drugs.
blown by, and you're currently supported by a woman who's married and in her 50s. So I feel like you're the wrong person to ask a moral question about.
You're such an asshole.
The ethics
you know,
of
it's
cheating.
It's not. She doesn't do anything to me. We're
Referring to
friends.
Leo's sugar mama, by the way.
We're friends, all right. At this point, we've fooled around.
Did she suck your dick to
Now
completion?
we're friends.
Your sugar mama? She suck your cock to completion? Did you come in her mouth? You can say that.
Yes.
Nice. How long did you last with her?
I use my med. It was quick.
Because Leo has been blown by his sugar mama precisely once.
Right.
And the rest is just an emotional support kind of relationship.
emotional support,
So
yeah.
what was the setting when she did give you a blowjob?
It was a parking lot.
A car.
Yeah.
Leo is
Car,
big
yeah.
on the. Why do you like getting oral sex in a car so much? Because you can drop the woman off right after you finish.
Nah, I mean,
I'm being serious.
okay. So, I mean, it's fun. Have you done it? When was the last time you
Yeah,
did it?
it's been a while since I've gotten
It's kind of the
car
public thing,
blowjob.
the public idea. It's not like I don't want it like a male specifically to see me doing
Yeah.
it, but it's fun to do it kind of out in public
Yeah.
and have that level of like, you know, are we going to get caught? You
Is
know?
CHP gonna pull up
Yeah,
next
is
to me
CHP
in the
gonna pull
park
up? Yeah, yeah.
and look in the window with
And
a
it's
mag
really
light?
like I'm not lasting more than 3 minutes anyway. I have a gift.
That is a gift for oral sex.
Yeah,
Yeah, for me, it's I don't know where I'm clocking it at these days. It's been so long, but I can see some advantages to the car oral. I see two primary ones. One, you don't have to clean up the bathroom. You don't have to clean the kitchen. You don't have to make your bed. You don't have to throw all your dirty laundry in the closet.
I don't sometimes. I feel like that makes girls comfortable sometimes that you're a little messy. You
I'm
don't
insecure
believe
about that. Yeah, I've had weird insecurities about that shit. I like my place to be spotless when a chick comes
think
over,
if you're,
which it seldom is. Hence my lack of female company in this house.
Well, you know, I open, like I always say, play to your strengths. I open up like shirtless usually. I'll just be like completely shirtless.
That's nice. With an
when they
erection
come
or
in.
no?
Sometimes.
Take
yeah,
a Viagra
if they-
before she comes over. Pop a Cialis, whichever brand you prefer. But then the number two about the car thing, which is better than the home,
Yeah.
is it's a really natural move to be like, listen, I got to get going, drop the girl off. Because after you orgasm from a blowjob, let's be honest, especially if it's
I
first or second date.
preset the excuse before they even
What's your
hang
go-to
out.
excuse? Let me hear it. So I just sucked your dick. There's been 5 minutes of small talk
Right,
after I
right.
just sucked your dick.
Yeah.
Now what do you say?
I've already preset it, and usually I'm like, oh, well, like I said, I gotta, you know, go meet my friends at the gym.
Tell me how you preset it. So over
So,
text or
so
in
over
person?
text, they'll be like, you know, usually a while in the making, like
Keep talking. I'm going to reset the camera here because it resets after 30 minutes. Keep talking.
so
That's
usually, so they'll be like,
One second, stop.
oh no, yeah.
I'm sorry, I told you to keep talking, and then I immediately
Yeah, what
contradicted
is
that.
wrong with you?
Okay, so what's the move?
All right, so there'll be the preset excuse. So we'll be like trying to link up, and then finally, when I kind of convince them that I'm so busy that the only way they can kind of see me is like for like a quick like call or hookup, I preset the excuse. Like I'll be like, oh yeah, well I got an hour, and I got to go at 7 because I'm meeting my buddies for a pickup basketball game, or I have to go over to my parents' house, whatever it is. Like my parents are in town, I use them a lot. But so then at that point, like then I'll meet up with whoever it is in, you know, within that hour, and I'll do the small talk at the beginning,
Yep.
get going with the sexual fun,
Yep.
and then close it down with like a nice like
Send her on her way.
sweet, yeah, and I'm usually like really nice about it, you know.
Did you ever just kick them out on the side of the freeway, or do you take them to their front door?
No, I never kick them out on the side of the
405.
freeway, all right?
The 405 doesn't have big shoulders. It sounds
Christ.
pretty dangerous.
No, yeah, the 405 is horrific. It's fuck the 405. But
Yeah.
no, I take them all the way home.
Okay.
Or wherever they were. I usually meet them like maybe close to their house, maybe
Yeah.
walking distance somewhere, something like that. Or,
There used to be a move that I think I did it once or twice in college. It was called the John Frusciante.
What's that?
He's the guitarist of the Chili Peppers, or he was the main guitarist of the Chili Peppers. He left the band now, but he
Like the song you were, like the rendition that you
yes.
so.
There's a version
Are
of
you
me.
gonna leave that up?
I probably should go take it down.
Why?
There's
It's
a
beautiful.
There's a version of me doing Under the Bridge.
God, if
acoustic
I were, I
in
feel
college,
if I had,
it's up on YouTube.
Yeah, it's really nice.
But
If I were you, I would have sex with way more women than you do. I think.
Okay.
Just the same
That's
your
good to know.
body, your penis.
That's good to know.
Your skill set.
Okay, that's good.
Your comedic genius.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, you can operate me like a puppet.
I
in
would
Vegas.
be like a
You better
whore.
wingman me in on some horse.
Are you
but,
kidding me?
But hey,
Absolutely.
maybe we'll pull the John Frusciante. So the John Frusciante,
Oh, God.
when John was 18 years old in the Chili Peppers, writing songs like Under the Bridge,
Yeah.
Give It Away, all those masterpieces. When he was 18, which is hard to fathom as a comedian, because no comedian's good until they're older.
No, right.
So, but like, I guess if he was a guitarist, your fucking experiences in life don't matter. But he would fuck girls in his trailer. And the second he came, he got up, he'd just throw him out the door of the trailer, tell him to never come back.
Really?
He'd be like, never come back, and just kick him out the door and slam the door closed.
Wow. How'd
So-
that go for him? No Me Too. None of
Well,
that?
in 1989, the Me Too movement hadn't really gotten its wings yet. It hadn't gotten going.
Right.
But so in college, because I got to college, I would read a bunch of rock and roll books. I read the Motley Crue book, The Dirt. I was the biggest fucking douchebag, and I thought that shit was awesome. So, dude, I was like a walking Me Too accusation. I mean, I didn't fucking rape anybody, but I was just a dick.
Yeah.
So,
but that's like the thing. There is like a difference between being like a complete fucking like creepy rapist and being
Yeah,
like a
and
dude
being a
who's just
dick.
kind of a dick. Because girls,
Being a dick's legal.
A girl asked me to eat her out one time after she had given me a blowjob, and I
Said no?
politely declined, and
Yeah.
she kicked me the fuck. She said, "Get the fuck out."
yeah, yeah.
And I left.
She John Frusciante to you. Did she say
Yeah.
never come back?
She's
got
didn't
to-
say that.
she's
but
got to
that would have been
specify.
great. Yeah. I would have loved that.
She's got to
as a
say those
story.
3 words for it to be a proper John
Yeah, I
Frusciante.
cockblocked my friend really bad because he was like getting like he was having fun on the couch. I don't know. He was like on top of the girl, and then like I was like, "Hey man,
Why didn't you eat her pussy a little bit?
honestly, I didn't
What'd she look
want
like?
to. She's not bad actually. I wasn't into it that day.
Eating a pussy, that's fun for me.
Yeah,
Eating fucking
of course,
yeah.
I love eating pussy. I do it all the time, but
Yeah.
I does have to. I feel like the connection with the female has to be pretty, kind of,
Yeah, getting a
at a
blowjob.
high level.
See, I don't know if this says something about me, but I can't take naps because I'm too guilty and too much shit's going through my head. And I feel like that same kind of thing is happening when I'm getting oral.
How did you compare naps to
Because
oral?
the thing is, I have a guilty conscience. So when a chick is just sucking my cock, I feel like I should be doing
I
something.
can tell you.
I have a desire
I
to
can
please.
tell you what to do that makes women want to keep coming back and giving me blowjobs all the time.
You have really good at oral receiving technique, you're saying.
Yeah, I do.
You shine in the department of
I
receiving
do.
a
I do. You
blowjob.
gotta get vocal and really like kind of dirty talk, but like do it from a
Okay.
truthful place.
So they can extract some pleasure from sucking your cock based
while
on the
you're-
noises you
yeah,
make.
you're the moaning,
Okay.
and the oral, like the
Okay.
actual verbal.
Okay.
And when you do that, they get off on the fact that they're really pleasuring you. Like,
Okay.
has a girl ever like dirty talked to you? It's the most amazing thing.
Oh,
there
yeah,
is.
yeah, yeah.
And it's good at it. It doesn't seem fake. You know what I mean?
I mean, probably. I'm fucking blacked out 75% of the time I hook up with chicks.
Dude, I do hook up a lot sober.
Yeah. See, for you, man, it's just the amount of mouths and hands and vaginas your rod has been in the last 2 years. You cannot compare it. Like you and I, like our cocks would have had a lot to talk about when I was at UCLA.
Yeah,
I actually
you were
have a list.
dirty little bastard at UCLA.
One of these episodes will pull up my list of chicks I fuck because I have an active list and I updated it with the warthog that I talked about.
You have
fucking
an
last
active
episode.
list?
An active list.
I'm jealous. I'm really jealous.
I'm 150 on the nose.
Because like I've
150
gotten
on
to
the nose.
on the nose.
On the nose, 150.
That's
Yeah.
great, man. That's great.
Yeah, but like if you look, I have it all broken down by year.
Yeah.
It goes 2011, which is the first year I got to UCLA. I'm starting to rise. 2012's a massacre. There's like 50, not 50, but there's like 30 girls, 40 girls.
That's great.
2013 was a huge year. 2015 was good in San Francisco.
Yeah.
But then, like, dude, I want to say last year there's like 7 names on the list, like 5 names
of the
for a
150?
calendar year of chicks I fucked.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Of
So-
the 150 in there, like how much of how many of them were you worried about them like coming?
Oh, I don't fucking know. Dude, a lot of them I was just blacked out.
So it's like whatever.
I'm a
happened,
pretty
happened.
generous lover. I read 50 Shades of Grey, and I read a book on performing oral sex on girls.
So you go down really
So
well.
for a while, that
have
was
really
in
nice
about
lips. I mean,
that was
I-
in my 2000. Thank you. That was in my. Let me tell you, see my tongue.
Really? Yeah.
That's a good tongue.
And good. I feel like you floss. Like
I floss. Yeah, no
It's good.
gingivitis being transferred, and it's not going to morph into some kind of STD.
Yeah, it's very
and
important.
Fuck up their
to
vulva.
floss,
Yeah, so in 2015, if a girl encountered me, and a lot of times I'd go out all fucked up on coke, so I'd have all this energy, and it would all come through my tongue and onto their clitoris. All that cocaine energy and all those ideas floating around from 50
they loved
Shades.
it.
Dude, there's this one girl that I brought back from a bar in San Francisco. It was called Stock and Trade. It was our meat market. We went there every Saturday. I was creeping out girls all night. I was so wired out of my fucking head on cocaine trying to get laid, and I was like blacked out drunk too. Girls were telling security about me, like, get this guy away, he's a creeper. One girl took me up on the offer at about 1:47 a.m.
What'd you
like,
say?
Like right before the guy comes out with a cane and starts dragging you out by your necks. Like the lights were all on in the bar. Like I don't remember what I said. I was blacked out. I brought this girl back to my room. She was a fucking squirter.
Oh wow.
The next morning, this bitch had turned my bed into a swamp, dude. I stayed up for 2 hours just eating her pussy and her asshole. Dude, it was the best night of this girl's fucking life. And I was just, all the cocaine energy, I was just like, baby, you're the most beautiful girl I've ever seen. And I could just see her melting. Like, it was, to this day, she probably still tells her girlfriends about this fucking random gentleman who took her home and rocked her fucking world.
Did you guys have sex?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like it was probably the best sex I've ever given somebody. And it was, dude, all those girls, they missed out.
Best sex of your life, though? Or
No.
do you have a best sex
I
of
haven't
your
had
life?
sex in my life. Yeah, I just told a story though, so I feel like I can't launch into that. It was also in San Francisco after my 50 Shades of Grey. She Comes First is that oral sex book.
Wow.
And you better believe I ate her pussy and her asshole like a fresh melon.
She Comes First. I might
fruit.
read that.
I like fruit. That's why I said a fresh melon.
Nice.
You
Fresh
might-
melon.
Somebody else might have opted for pastries or cake. I say eat it like a fresh melon. So there's nothing I'm going to sink my teeth into quicker than a nice ripe August watermelon.
Really? Oh, watermelon.
That's melon season, August.
Wow.
If you buy it any time away from
Have
summer,
you
it's South
had,
American.
during the winter out here, have you had an orange fresh off a tree?
Yeah.
Here,
no,
they're
maybe not fresh off
unbelievable.
a tree. Yeah, citrus season.
Unbelievable.
One must adhere to citrus and melon season.
Oh, yeah.
One does not simply eat an orange in June or a melon in January.
No.
You can't do it.
No. They're imported and they suck.
Yeah, you got some guy who doesn't speak English making them, and he's probably fucking them like a sex doll down there in the
Jesus
field.
Christ.
You could patch that up.
Do you think
A
people
little
are
bit of green
fucking
putty,
melons?
a little green putty over the side of the melon, dude. It's good as new, ready to go to the supermarket.
Yeah. I love that. I don't know why you talking about fucking melons reminded me of our UCLA video where you fucked the guy asked you if you fucked a goat, and you said, I think I did fuck a goat.
I did fuck a goat. Yeah, that was when I went back to UCLA for a tailgate, and I put my cock in a blow-up goat fuck doll in front of like 20 people. I just like sandwiched I just took my thumb and just ramrodded my little limp cock into the fucking back of the goat. I think it was just asshole.
These are the things that make a man a legend, you know?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, I got expelled from my fraternity in fucking college just for doing shit similar to that. Yeah.
You got expelled from that fraternity that we went to visit, but your picture was still up.
Yeah. I don't think they feel
Take
the
the
need to
picture
remove all remnants of me. Yeah, I got expelled. I basically did I talk about this? I tell so many stories, but
I don't remember this.
basically we flooded another fraternity. That was the gist of it. I haven't talked about that.
No.
So yeah, I was an asshole all the fucking time. I'd come back blacked out. They had to hire an emergency plumber once because I'd come back completely out of my head drunk, and I'd kicked a shower head off the wall in our frat communal bathroom.
What?
Completely flooded the upper level of the building.
So you said angst because you weren't happy. Huh?
I think
You were
so,
just-
yeah, for sure. Because like I hadn't found comedy and writing yet, and if I had, because I think I had at the very end of my college career, but I hadn't had any success yet. And everybody around me is just old dickhead wannabe lawyer, some shitbag trying to apply for medical school. So I had a lot of angst. But we snuck into another house. I don't know why I'm feeling like I've told this story before.
When?
I don't know. But it was this house called, I'm not going to maybe say it for fear of, I don't know, the statute of limitations is expired.
Wait, what do you mean? They sued you? Or they
No.
tried
I'm sure they would have liked to if they'd known who I was. But there was this other house, and they'd gone away on a formal in Palm Springs. So the entire house was empty, this entire other fraternity.
God.
So me and 3 other dudes who were all knuckleheads, we fucking scaled their fence, got into the back of the house, Jimmy had opened a door. It might have just been unlocked, actually. We went inside. We found a hose inside or a faucet inside that because those houses, they have like kitchens inside and shit because they're old hotels, a lot of them that have been converted.
Gotcha.
So we found like an industrial water faucet inside that had a hose attached to it. There was like some kitchen attachment. We turned it on full blast and just let it run into the living room. And they were gone for 48 hours. And this was maybe hour 7.
Oh my God.
So 2 days later they came back, and I guess the entire bottom floor was flooded. Like it was just
so fucked
there
up.
was about like 6 to 7 inches of water in their house. One of the guys drew a swastika. One of the guys with us was Jewish too, so I mean we got the approval to draw a swastika.
Yeah.
There was a swastika. There was a giant cock drawn. We took their TV. They had a huge like one of these ones. It's behind my camera right now.
Yeah.
A big TV that takes 2 people to move.
Yeah.
They had a construction site. There was their fence, and then there was like a 20, 30-foot drop into a construction site well below the house because the house is up on a hillside.
Yeah.
We heave-hoed their TV over the fence and threw it into the construction site. We took one of the brothers' bicycles and threw it into the construction site too. And I guess they got in trouble for littering. They got fined by the construction zone. And then, not to mention, they had to fucking drain their living room, A, and then B, do something about, which I'm sure mildew.
Water damage is horrific.
Well, yeah, water damage, mildew. So
Yeah.
yeah, there were like police reports filed. There were notices
never
all
found
over the
out it
house.
was you.
They never found out it was me. Yeah, and I was a drunk idiot. I was like telling people we did. I was proud. I had to take credit. It was like
my God.
it was an act of valor in my eyes.
Yeah.
But yeah, that got around to the
That
e-board
is
in my house.
incredible. I mean,
and I
like
was
that.
expelled.
Yeah, I would have. If we would have met when we were if we were the same age and we met at UCLA, it would have been one of those things where I would have like talked to you and asked you about all your stories, but then I would have been like, all right, man, I gotta go to baseball practice now and be like
Instead of coming to help us
instead
flood
of coming
the
to help
basement.
you. But it would have been like I would have admired you and I still would have liked you. Just so you know.
Yeah. If you don't find joy in a story of vandalism like that, you get the fuck away from me.
Yeah, honestly.
Like, dude, I mean, what else is
you're
there
a
in
frat
life?
guy. I mean, yeah, your Animal House in real life.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know?
Yeah, and dude, I knew it was because I was only there for 2 years.
Yeah.
I knew it was short, and I knew after that I didn't know what was gonna happen. I knew I didn't want to get a regular job, but I figured my life was gonna fucking blow the second I graduated,
Yeah.
and I was right. It fucking sucked for a good amount of years.
For a while, yeah.
So I knew I had to go and have all my fucking kicks. And the last couple Thursdays before I graduated, because Thursday's the big college party night, I was just running around the house with my cock out, like just throwing bottles against walls. We'd go to other fraternity houses and do similar shit like that all the time. We went to Pike, which is now a defunct house, so I can say their name on the air here. But like we went up on their roof and we just ripped up all their satellite dishes, uprooted them like turnips. We were animals.
Jesus.
We were a pack of jackals fucking holding
Do you
sway
stay
over
in
that
touch
school.
with any of those guys?
Just the guy you're gonna hang out with tomorrow.
Nice.
My buddy lives in Vegas, who was in my fraternity. We're gonna visit him tomorrow. He's the only one. Because no, all those other fucking idiots said they learned to see me as a liability because I was such an animal. So they started to keep me at arm's length, and then eventually arm's length became.
You know, they're gonna talk about how they knew you one day.
They will. They fucking
They
will.
probably already do.
So what's the most fucked up thing you've ever done as far as an act of vandalism?
Active vandalism,
Yeah.
shit, man. I wish I could tell you a really good story. I was a good
Tell
kid,
me.
man.
No,
I
you're
said I'm telling you. I'm trying to think. Yeah.
Got it. Oh, I thought you meant you wish you could, but legal
Yeah,
reasons
no,
were prohibiting you.
dude, it's a really pathetic one compared to you.
What did you do?
I was on the swim team and the baseball team in high school, so it was after swim practice one time. We'd all take showers together, right? So it was time to like fool around.
Everybody's cocks were out and shit?
Some people's cocks were out.
I wouldn't go cock out.
Yeah, I wouldn't either.
Yeah,
it's just weird. Yeah,
Yeah.
It's just not that comfortable.
Yeah, I got big balls too.
Yeah.
Dude, my limp cock with my big balls is not a pretty picture, dude.
Really?
People get the wrong. Dude, I do not have a good showing cock.
Yeah, just like limp showing cock.
No.
But if it's hard, it's
yeah,
not
it's like
bad.
I've double team chicks with some of my buddies, and like we have the exact same size cock hard,
Yeah.
but their limp cock looks about 10 times better than mine.
Really? Okay.
And so I'm starting to realize I'm not
But
like.
girls should like not see it limp all the time.
Yeah,
Anyway,
exactly. But like, you know how there are border collies, you enter in competitions, they prance around, they get a trophy.
Yeah.
And there's good border collies you keep at home as a companion, and you're like, that's a
Right.
good fucking dog.
Yeah.
I got like the home border. Like, I'll take care of you in the sack.
Right.
I don't need to be paraded around in front of people's eyes, though. That's all I ask.
God,
Okay,
the
so you didn't
story's
pull
so
your cock out.
pathetic, dude, compared to yours.
What
Yeah.
happened? What happened?
Dude, so there were these soap dispensers that were that you could rip off, that we ripped off the walls, and then you could like grab it, almost like grabbing like a teat from like a cow, and you could spray soap like across the room. So we ripped off these soap dispensers.
And they were your penises.
Yeah, exactly. Penises. Yeah, exactly. And we then the cops, the campus police.
Okay, I was gonna say.
They handcuffed.
Call an LAPD for that.
Yeah, they did. But, well, they had a sheriff on campus. We shared the pool with like a college.
Did you flee the school in a white Bronco? Helicopter following the vehicle?
No, man. I just talked my way out of it. I was pretty good at that night. I just was like, listen.
He's from the valley, right around where OJ and fucking Rodney King were fleeing the cops.
I'm an LA native, man. Yeah. He loves the history of LA, which is nice because I appreciate it. You know what's up.
I need to get more into the history of LA.
It's pretty gnarly. If you watch Chinatown, that's all you need to do.
I saw Chinatown, but I was hungover and I wasn't paying attention.
Okay.
Chinatown's a good film, though.
It's probably Jack Nicholson's best, besides the one where you play the crazy guy.
Wait, so that's the craziest shit you've done? You shot some.
As far as vandalism,
you shot some simulated
vandalism. I mean, I've done crazy stuff like with that's about it.
Maybe vandalism is a suburban pastime because it
has to be.
Because I grew up out in the middle of the fucking sticks in Northern California, where there's nothing to do. The cops, if they do get called, it's going to take them 20 minutes to arrive on the scene.
Yeah.
And it's pitch black everywhere. There are no street lamps.
Yeah.
So it makes perfect sense to tiptoe down the street, throw a rock through somebody's window, or to light a firework in their mailbox and then flee.
No, that sounds amazing. Yeah, look, to be honest, my dad was like from a big city. He was from New York, and like he grew up really rough, and he kept me pretty like sheltered growing up.
Yeah.
Which probably made me like a little bit of a sex addict because I think I was like pretty kept. I wasn't really allowed to go out in high school, so then I would just try to get mine at school.
Yeah.
It was pretty gnarly.
Yeah, no, I had quite a bit of freedom. I got alcohol poisoning like my sophomore year. Jesus. I woke up in a hospital with an IV in my arm and my parents at the foot of my bed.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Because my sister was a
And just like school was easy for you?
No, I got bad grades in high school. I transferred to UCLA. I got my shit together for a couple of years in community college.
Then you figured out, if you read, you're going to catch up to, even if you're not a good student, but if you like reading, at some point you're going to be...
That's what Artie Lang said. Yeah, he said if you just read and you're curious about shit, you'll do all right in life.
You'll do all right in life.
But my sister was a really big party girl who also had her shit together. She was like the newspaper editor-in-chief. She was on the basketball team. She got straight A's. But she drank her fucking face off.
Really?
And I remember when I was about a freshman in high school or in 8th grade or a sophomore, I'd belly crawl out because she'd have parties on our property. She'd have people pull their trucks up. We had 3 acres. And they'd get blacked out on the back of our property. And my sister she couldn't walk straight. She'd get so drunk, and I'd crawl out on my hands and knees and elbows and like watch from the edge of the field, like the little bonfire. Yeah, my sister to hammer drunk. No, I wouldn't. Actually, I'm gonna get to a story about that too. But like they had like a campfire and it'd be like flickering in my eyes on the edge of the clearing. And I'd like watch them party. So then my urge, of course, was to go get fucked up the second I was old enough to do so.
Gotcha. You watch your sister.
Which was when I wasn't old enough to do so. I was a sophomore and I wound up in the hospital.
Yeah.
But no, I did jerk. My sister and her fucking friend were skinny dipping in my pool one day, our parents' pool. My parents were gone.
Oh, God.
And I was home, and they knew I was home. They still just skinny dipped it up. And awesome. I jerked off. I think technically I jerked off with my eyes on my sister's friend, but I mean, my sister was definitely in my peripherals, and I was just jerking off. And I just
they couldn't see you.
Oh, they couldn't see me. I was through a window in the house. Nice. But I remember it was just one of the most voluminous. Is that the word?
Yeah.
Some of the most semen I've ever produced, and like one of the most powerful. Because you know how when you first start jerking off to porn when you're a kid, it just, you never had like that kind of stimulation before.
Right. It's a lot.
And I mean, a bare stomach will get you rock hard. Never mind a set of titties in a pool.
Right.
They were glistening. They were glistening, Leo.
Yeah, I miss those days.
Yeah. So I just fucking came everywhere.
Your friend was. What she look like now?
I basically jerked off to my sister. My sister, she wants to fuck you. My sister's friend, the one I jerked off
to.
Yeah, she said she wanted to fuck you.
Wow.
I could hook you up.
That sounds good.
She's a fucking mess though. She's like a PC warrior and shit. The last time we were hanging out at a party, she had a breakdown at the party and had to leave early.
Why?
Because I made some joke that was insensitive to rape culture or something.
Okay. She's attractive though?
Not really.
Okay. Then.
You wouldn't want to fuck her unless you were hammered drunk, and she made it exceedingly easy. And even then, I think you would insist on a blowjob. I'm quite positive.
You know me so well.
I almost got her to suck my dick once.
That's funny, man. Alright, so yeah, we probably stay away from that one then.
Yeah, absolutely. A girl who leaves a party in tears because somebody made an insensitive joke. I don't think she's right for the Danny Mullen circle of friends.
She's not.
They sent Inland Iggy in after.
Yeah, that'd be funny.
Hey, Inland Iggy does pretty well with the ladies, considering his less than impressive stature.
He listened to all my advice. I have to give him once. And he also, there is something about a guy who's like just kind of like confident, and he's got like a little bit of the big dick energy, you know?
Yeah, he's got the big cock, and he's got 3,000 followers on Instagram now, approaching 4.
Yeah, and there's women professing their love for him in his comments. Thanks to you,
dude. And
that's nuts to me, man. The guy had one of the worst Instagrams I've ever seen. When I first met him.
I'm gonna stop this and restart it.
Yeah, that's good shit. It's funny.
But it was pretty. His Instagram was fucking dog shit.
Yeah, it was terrible. Yeah, you got the guy out of the depths. Well, you know what? He did one thing in his life, and that day he answered the call.
He answered the fucking call. Nobody else answered the call that day to show up and be on a Danny Mullen video. Yeah. He was the only one to show up. He got here on time, and he's fucking been reaping the benefits ever since.
And he's
almost got 4,000 followers on Instagram.
He's gonna get there.
That's what the hottest chick at your college has.
Yeah.
When you see a girl at your college with 4,000 followers, you're like, she's the hottest girl in the sorority.
Yeah.
And he's the hottest guy in the fraternity now.
Yeah.
So that's gotta be driving the ladies wild in the Inland Empire. He's a big fish in a small pond.
Oh yeah, he is for sure.
He's got to have the most followers out of anybody in Redlands, California.
But he's loyal to you, right?
He's very loyal.
Yeah.
He's very loyal. Yeah. As I mentioned, I don't think I used the footage, but I commented on it in that stand-up video. Yeah. When the Nelk video out, and people were trolling on the genius that is Danny Mullen, Inland Iggy was down there in the comments with his boxing shoes on, his mouthpiece in, his gloves all taped up. He was going to war for me when people were talking shit. I saw Inland Iggy down there in the comments being like, fuck. I mean,
I wrote you were a legend on every video that they posted, you know? I wasn't battling the trolls, but you know what? I didn't see that.
Don't be afraid to go toe-to-toe with the troll for me on occasion.
Are you kidding me? Yeah, that's one of my favorite things to do.
You gotta go toe-to-toe with the trolls.
Yeah.
No, Inland Iggy, I think he gets a lot of comments removed on Instagram because he gets a little overzealous in going toe-to-toe with the trolls.
Oh, really?
He drops, I think he says faggot occasionally. Yeah, he uses some epithets.
He goes with his own, he trolls like anybody who trolls his page. Well, a lot of the fans, I think they disrespect him because of the level that you disrespect Inland Iggy, so they disrespect him too in the comments.
It's also been established though that if you say something negative to Iggy in his comments, he's guaranteed going to come after you.
Yeah.
So it's like it's an entertainment for fans.
If they want a response, they're going to just say something fucked.
Oh yeah, it's like 16-year-old kids during their lunch break at school. If they want some quick entertainment, just call Iggy a homo in his comments, and it's going to turn into a flame war. Yeah. And like that was established in the video we shot here because Fan Jerry used to fight kids in my comments, and that was one of the things we made Inland Iggy do in that punching a fan video. So now it's become like a meme. Like go talk shit to Inland Iggy, and you're guaranteed to get 3 responses out of him, and he's guaranteed to say he's going to fuck your mom and dad at some point in those comments.
That's so good. I hope that at some point there's like a social media war between Fan Jerry and Inland Iggy, like where they're each like head-to-head in followers, and like each week they're like battling each other to see who's going to get the more followers.
Inland Iggy's just too marketable.
I mean, he's extremely marketable.
It's like the face. There's always the face of every operation. Like in every great, like Adam Carolla and Jimmy Kimmel. Like Adam Carolla's killing it, but Jimmy Kimmel's the more marketable face of the operation. Yeah. What's another example of another great partnership? Lennon McCartney. Well, Lennon went down.
I mean, you know about Jerry Lewis and Dean Martin?
No.
You gotta look. That's the
comedian Dean Martin.
The ultimate. Yeah. No, they were like he was more of a straight man.
The Rickle roasts. I know.
Yeah, he was an actor. He was an ex-boxer. He was kind of like he was one of the guys in the Rat Pack.
Yeah.
Dean Martin and Jerry Lewis was like his duo. They were a comedic duo, and they were the biggest of all. They were like the Beatles. You gotta look.
My old comedy game is lacking. Like the
research them a little bit.
Like on Opie and Anthony the other day, they were talking about the Three Stooges. They were talking about the Marx Brothers. I still have yet to see a Marx Brothers film.
The Marx Brothers are, I think, better in my opinion than Three Stooges. They're real slapstick and funny to this day.
Yeah, the Marx Brothers.
And there's one guy that was like he had such a strong Italian accent that he didn't even talk.
Was it Harpo?
Yeah, Harpo's amazing too. Harpo was so funny. He made like so many of their movies and skits, and he didn't even talk.
Okay. I gotta look into that motherfucker. Maybe I'll do a silent. That should be really funny. A silent film video.
Silent film video.
That'd be intense. Thanks. That'd be a challenge. I'm sure it's possible, though.
Yeah, we could do that.
Especially for me, because my videos are so loudmouth. It's like
But Jerry Lewis and Dean Martin, definitely check out one of their films or like look a little research because they were huge, man.
Yeah, I gotta
That'd be
look
like
into
the
that.
ultimate dream for me.
I haven't seen a Woody Allen film.
It would be how awesome would it be for me and you to like do a variety show, like Dean Martin and Jerry Lewis would do like a variety show where they just fuck with people and do skits and get drunk.
I was watching The Man Show this morning, and that's a variety
that's what
show.
They do, yeah.
You have an opening monologue. They take fan questions from the audience. They have bits done out on the streets.
Yeah, exactly.
They had remote bits done for Mardi Gras in this episode. I would like to do something like that, though. It's just that's going to require a team and a studio.
Well, one day, you know.
That's one of the beauties of YouTube, though, is you can put out content that's just as compelling. Yeah. It's a lot more minimalist. It costs a lot less to produce, and you keep all the fucking profits.
Yeah, that's nice, dude.
Yeah.
You're right. Yeah, absolutely.
Dude, if Netflix. Dude, they'd have to offer me so much fucking money for me to go and
Worst Town in America?
Yeah, for Worst Town in America.
That's what Netflix, I feel like one day is going to offer you a lot of money to do Worst Town in the World, and me and you are going to travel the world with Inland Iggy and Fan Jerry and just find the worst fucking town.
I can tell you right now, Mogadishu, Somalia. That's the worst. I mean, we're not going to make it back alive unless we have
is that minimal
armed
like
guard.
Horrific? Well, have you
seen Black Hawk Down?
Straight Danger.
Have you seen Black Hawk Down?
Yeah, that's that.
Well, we can't in a clean conscience call it the worst town in America or the worst town in the world if we don't go to Mogadishu.
Well, what about it's worst town in whatever, like maybe it's like the country we're in, like worst town in Poland, worst town in Italy, worst town in...
Okay, yeah, as long as we stick to Western countries,
Western
should be all right.
Yeah,
we should be
worst town in Spain.
Yeah, worst town in Spain. Let's stay out of the Middle East. Let's stay out of Sub-Saharan Africa.
Yeah, absolutely. Worst town in Jerusalem.
Worst town
a little...
Is that Palestine?
Yeah.
That
would probably be...
Wait, is Jerusalem in Palestine or is it in Israel?
Fuck, I wish I knew.
Dude, I don't fucking know. See, that series, we got to think of our next town in California, though.
Yeah, it's coastal, right?
I think coastal. I think this summer, because my parents are going to be in Tahoe for the entirety of the summer, and we can use my childhood house, which is 3 bedrooms. It's up there by San Francisco.
They're going to be in the whole summer?
Well, they have a second house. That's what they do. Yeah,
they're amazing. They're so smart. Yeah, I was telling my dad about what your parents like. I was like, they live in Sac, which is a little like underrated city in my opinion.
It's underrated.
It's underrated.
It's a nice place.
And then you are so close to Napa and Tahoe.
Yeah.
Which
and
are
San
both
Francisco.
like, and San Fran, which are 3 of the most beautiful places in the United States.
Absolutely.
Like people don't, if you don't know, Tahoe is unbelievable.
Yeah.
And so is San Fran, and so is Napa Valley.
Dude, I just don't give a shit about natural beauty.
Really? I think you're gonna get there.
Like nothing about Tahoe.
You're gonna get there when it all when you have money, you have pussy, you have everything. You're gonna need a little natural beauty. I mean, like I don't need a lot of it either. Not yet. But I do see it resets your brain a little bit. Like, have you ever really had like extreme writer's block?
No, I don't have time to have writer's block, dude.
So
it's like I don't have time to be some faggot artist who needs to light candles and fucking take ayahuasca. Like
Jesus.
I just don't have time for that.
You, psychedelics? What does that have to do with
that? But I mean, just what I'm saying. Like people are like, oh, I got writer's block, or like, oh, I can't. I mean, I've been jammed up on this.
You don't have a lot of anxiety, do you?
Dude, I just don't have time to have anxiety. No, not really. No.
That's the thing. Yeah.
I used to think that I had issues mentally, that I was kind of sad, or I tended more toward like the depression end of the spectrum. Yeah. But then I've met people like our ex-cameraman Nate, Fan Jerry's on a bunch of antidepressants, and I've started to realize that like psychologically I'm very stable compared to a lot of.
I've always kind of known that I've been pretty stable. I mean, I battle with just like really stupid first world problems a lot.
Yeah. No, I have anxiety sometimes.
You have anxiety sometimes.
But dude, recently it's just been I wake up early, I do what I'm supposed to do all day, I work really hard until about 2 hours before my bedtime, and then I kind of take it easy. And if I just do that every day and I do what I'm supposed to do, I do all my editing, all my writing, all my shitty business promotion stuff, all you can ask from yourself is your best.
Yeah.
What's that quote? If a man does his best, what else is there? It was like one of the great American generals.
Yeah.
And so if you do what you
Patton?
Maybe it was one of those fucking guys. Yeah. But if you just put out your maximum effort every single day and you do the right things, you're not doing coke, you're not trying to chase pussy until 3 a.m. Like you can't feel anxious because you're doing everything right.
Yeah,
like,
I don't do everything right. Oftentimes I'll wake up in the middle of the day, something will go wrong, and then I'll just chase pussy from like 3.
What do you mean you wake up in the middle of the day? You wake up late?
Not all the time. You know I'm up early.
Yeah, you are up early. Yeah,
I can't sleep more than about 5-6 hours. That's it for me. Unfortunately, that's why waking up at 7 is no problem.
Yeah.
But yeah, then I feel like that ages me a little bit sometimes, you know. But no, yeah, like something like, let's say I go in and like I'll be on a veil. Like I was recently on a veil for a Subway National commercial, which is 25 G's. You know what I mean? Like it's a lot of money. Pretty nice. So on a veil means it's between you're one of 2 or 3 guys that are gonna get it, and then I didn't get it. So then that day I just like incessantly texted a bunch of women until I.
That's standard. You have your throwaway days.
Yeah.
Your days
is that okay?
Like your mulligan days. Yeah. The thing is, like I combat that by I take like 1 day off every 2 weeks is what I'm trying to shoot for. And so if I put in 13 days out of 14 working, then if 2 days aren't that productive, it's not a huge loss.
Not a huge loss.
If I'm like underslept or exhausted, dude, I have my bad days. Like yesterday during editing, for me it starts with the second I click that Instagram icon.
Yeah.
If I open it up too early in the day, I'm fucked.
Yeah. Well, did you think that I was going to be able to get? You know, you gave me some homework this week.
To put your phone away? To put your phone in your car instead of being on Instagram chasing the tail?
No. Well, this week you told me to like make the banner and the.
Oh, you did? Yeah, I forgot that homework.
Were you ever skeptical that I was going to be able to get it done?
I knew you could get it done. Yeah. No, Leo and I, because I was fucking slammed with my daily projects, so I had Leo take care of the artwork that you're going to see above this video, getting the channel made for our Leo and Danny. Whatever, it's just so Leo got that done, and he took some of the workload off my plate. Yeah, the first artist you hired was a shitbag.
I was just on Upwork, and I looked at some of the ratings. I looked at some of his shit. It looked pretty solid.
Oh yeah.
And then what he gave me was like kind of not, but he did some more that were kind of funny. Like you can. We'll look at them later. They're pretty hilarious.
Yeah, it looked. The drawings he did of us, they looked like out of a child's book. The book that my mom gave me when I was 8 to explain what sex was. They looked like those kinds of drawings, but it was for the equivalent of that book for gay people. Like when 2 gay guys adopt a child and they explain to their child what homosexuality is.
Some of them, they're not that bad.
They look like explanatory drawings in a gay book that you give to a child to tell them that men occasionally sodomize each other up the ass.
Not true.
Those are the drawings. Like I better I'm gonna edit these into the fucking video.
Edit them in.
They look like.
I got some more too. He did some cool logo. I actually think he did a cool logo. You can check it out.
He's probably gay himself. We'll look into it.
Your guy's from fucking Macedonia, by the way.
Yeah, fuck yeah, he is. Eastern Bloc, dude. Soviet Russia, Iron Curtain.
Dennis knows.
Oh, Dennis Dennis the artist. He hits me up. I hired him for one drawing job like 2 years ago when I first started YouTube, and he sends me like He sends me like Christmas cards and like Happy Halloween.
Really?
Fucking. They're digital Christmas cards, but like
a bonus because he did it in the next day. Like
nice.
He said Monday he was gonna be done.
He'll let you fuck his daughter.
Wait a second.
He'll let you fuck his daughter over in Macedonia. If you sign him to a long-term contract, you could fuck his daughter, his son, his goat, whatever you want. I just imagine that guy living. Imagine he sees this. But
Dude, the Leo and Danny.
I imagine him being like Leo Tolstoy, like a peasant out on his farm in Russia, just having sex with sheep and women.
And he's good at like what is I guess Adobe or whatever the fuck.
He's a talented artist.
Yeah, he is a talented artist.
Yeah, I had this one guy when I did books, my Danny Mullen books. They had some of the best cover art in the game. All my book covers were cartoons, and they were fucking not from Dennis. This other kid, Robert, and they were stellar, dude. And if you go look me up, Danny Mullen on Amazon. My book covers were on point, and he's just like I think he's on meth now, and he's doing some obscure comic book, and he never has time to do anything. I wanted him to do our art, but I don't know. What should we talk about? I'm gonna take a piss, then let's give the people one last juicy thing.
All right.
One little nugget for them to sink their teeth into before we sign off for the week.
Sounds good.
Let me piss real quick. I'm gonna put this on pause. A saga. Yeah. So I don't know if this is juicy, but I've been complaining to Leo for some time about our neighbor's dog, our next door neighbor's dog.
Yeah, I'm trying to handle it.
It's got to have the equivalent of doggy Down syndrome. They let it into the backyard and just stares at the clouds and just yips and yaps from the moment it exits the door to their house to the fucking second it crosses the threshold again. It's just outside yapping. Dude, they let it out at 6:44 a.m. this morning. It woke me up, and I looked at my phone. Dude, 6:44 a.m.
It's not okay.
Yeah, so I got the thing on Amazon. Leo turned me on to this device that it emits a noise. It's very unpleasant to doggies when it barks.
And humans can't hear it.
Yeah, so the neighbors don't know what's up. But the idea is the dog barks, and this thing shoots out sonic punishment. But this dog, I don't know if it's deaf or it's too retarded to understand that there's a causal relationship between its barks and the sonic repercussion, but this fucking thing keeps barking. And so now we've composed a nice little friendly note that we're going to drop off in the neighbor's mailbox that's going to ask very politely if they would mind perhaps maybe letting the dog out no earlier than 8 a.m. during the
Just
weekend.
8 a.m.
Yeah, 8 a.m. That's all I ask. Not 6:45 a.m. So yeah, that's the fucking saga now. And if not, I'm gonna, I guess, see in the LA City Code, you can like file formal complaints.
Yeah, you can
with the city.
complain. Yeah, with the city. Yeah.
And I guess like in what their dog does absolutely matches the definition of like it being an issue.
Yeah.
Like it being not acceptable legally.
Right.
Like, it's a nuisance to the life and the quality of life of the houses
Yeah, that's
nearby.
not okay, yeah.
So that's, I don't know why I felt the need to tell you people that. Maybe that's why I'm some sort of exhausted and out of it right now. Is
Look,
because
it's coming in. It's fucking with you, the comedy that he brings you guys. So that's not okay.
dude, I was telling my roommate, like I would hire, if I knew,
hitman?
I would hire a doggy hitman.
Well, he could just kidnap it and give it to the pound.
I don't think I would feel
think
any.
feel it.
If I saw this thing dead on the side of the road,
It's ruining your life to
dude.
that level.
If somebody, if
Is it
they
cute at all?
No, if they duct taped its nose to the pavement and then its tail to the other side of the pavement, and they rode a Schwinn BMX bike right over its
Jesus
spinal cord,
Christ.
and I watched it wither and wiggle and fucking shake and squeal until the last breath left its body, I think I would go home and masturbate in celebration.
That is, you would not masturbate.
I think I would. Like I told him, he asked me. That was what he asked. He's like, "Would you be able to go home and jerk off after you watch that dog die?" And I said, "Yes." Dude, I am seriously considering paying a homeless man $200 to take that dog out of that backyard and end its life in some or another location away from this house.
Jesus. On that note, would you have you ever been jerking off and then got a really like a serious text and or phone call and then had to debate whether to finish or continue with the or you say fuck my boner, goodbye, I'm gonna now alert, deal with this? Has that ever happened?
I think my mother or father would have to die for me. I think even if my sister died, I'd still continue jerking off.
Really?
Yeah, I think so.
Would you just go straight to the story? Would you straight to go to the skinny dipping? Can you go back to that and masturbate to that, or do you don't use that a Rolodex of masturbation?
Yeah,
you have a Rolodex of masturbation?
I do, absolutely. And it usually involves anal sex with Asian women.
Which you had already. So it's the stuff you've done.
Yes. No, that's
you kind of rehash it.
That's an interesting question, though. What would it take me? Because sometimes I am flipping through my Instagram direct messages, just jerking off to various sentences and images and pictures. And maybe, a text comes up on my phone like, "Hey, your dad's in the hospital."
Right.
Like, "Hey, your sister's been in a car accident." Right. I want to say I finished myself off.
Really?
Yeah, because I got to handle the situation with a clear head, and there's only one way for me to clear my head right now with this raging 6 inches in my right hand.
6 inches?
Yeah, dude, I've told you I got a 6-incher, and that's measured the scientific way.
That's above average.
Hey, and that's measured.
You should never. You know what? You've lost the. You can't talk about your cock being small.
I can't. That's easy comedy anyway.
Yeah, in your I ruined my high school reunion video.
Yeah.
When a girl talk shit and it's
that was nice. That was a joke. That was a joke.
Below average.
Yeah, that was a
it was
joke.
good. It was good. But yeah, that's low hanging fruit.
Oh, yeah, it's a low hanging.
You can't use that anymore.
But
right?
see,
you're goddamn Aryan fucking fuck with a good sized cock, right?
What are you implying? If I were black, it wouldn't be. I wouldn't be.
If you were black and you had about an average cock, yeah, that's terrible,
dude. Yeah, that's the thing too. I've talked to so many girls. I've talked to gay guys. There's really no correlation. The chicks who have told me there's a correlation between black dudes having big cocks and not. They're the chicks I know who've only fucked 5 dudes, and maybe they just watched porn or because they don't hire a black porn star if he's working with less than
girls
10
that associate big cocks with good sex often are inexperienced, dude.
Yeah.
Because that's just blatantly not the case.
But dude, I've talked to gay dudes who have fucked thousands and thousands of men, and they say there's no correlation between being black and having a big cock. Oh yeah, they're fucking gay dudes. They show up at sex parties and they have sex with 30 men in one night. Their spreadsheets, they have to get.
Would I dominate in the gay world?
You dominate in the gay world. Yeah, I was gonna make a joke about their spreadsheets and their fuck list. They need external hard drives in order to house the. I don't know. I'll have to go workshop that one a little bit when I sit down in my.
If I was a gay though, I would want to just date Chris Hemsworth. I would just want to be an ultimate couple.
We should do a video. You should go be gay for one night and we'll film it.
I do have to do sex.
You guys have sex with somebody.
No, you want me to have sex with
yeah,
man, for one of your videos, Danny?
I want you to fucking do.
Danny, what the fuck, man? That's when you have a big budget. That's something I will only think about where I can retire from one of your videos.
So $10,000 isn't going to be enough. It's not going to be a Dollar Shave Club.
No, it's not going to be
enough.
enough. $10,000's not going to be enough.
So Inland Iggy said, so two ideas. I'm going to get Inland Iggy to fight a fan, or I want Inland Iggy to meet a female fan who wants to have sex with him. We'll fly her out. I know they exist.
I'll fly her out.
Some fucking mom said she wants to get double penetrated by me and Inland Iggy, so I know there are going to be takers.
Why don't you do that video?
We could. But the idea is we take Inland Iggy out to some place where we can film their dinner date with his fan, and then we just film every moment of the date and the night up until he penetrates her vagina.
Could we be
then
like,
we do an after
could we
interview?
remote with a hidden camera and like tell him what to do and stuff? That'd be pretty fucking hilarious.
That would be good
like
too.
in a van
We can do that,
outside.
or we can just put the cameras up point blank. So I'm assuming she's going to be a fan. I'm assuming this isn't going to be a girl Inland Iggy ropes in by his own merit.
It could be here. She could be having dinner here and we'd just be in your room.
And I cook for him. Some shitty ass cook. That'd be funny.
And then at the end, I like go in and like steal the girl. That'd be kind of funny too.
Dude, Inland Iggy, he's gaining fame. Dude,
I'm not gonna steal this girl.
I'm saying, what if Inland Iggy? What if he reaches
there's gonna be a point where Inland Iggy
eclipses.
Gets,
what if he eclipses your fame? What if he eclipses me?
If he he's not gonna eclipse you.
I don't know.
You know what? He could eclipse me.
He's Inland Iggy.
I'm going down fast.
He's Inland Iggy. What do you mean you're going down fast?
I'm just like I'm on a peril. Like I'm just self-destructive. So he might end up like. Actually, you know what? No,
dude. What if we both this week? What if we make it a thing where we cannot access our phones, we cannot go on Instagram other than business-related ventures? So posting an Instagram video, which is part of our job. What if we lock up our phones until fucking 8 p.m. at night?
That's nice.
In the car?
I feel like you do that because you don't.
I try, man, but I still fucking like yesterday when I was editing video, I needed to message somebody for something I was working on, and so I got on Instagram, sent a business-related message, but then of course I scroll down 2 messages to the fucking 19-year-old chick with big titties.
Oh, yeah.
I get into it with her, and then I start scrolling my feed and messaging additional girls.
Yeah, me and the
that's all I can think about.
Me and the girl that I was dating, we're on a break now, so that's not helping me. You know,
your chick? Oh yeah, dude, I'm telling you, man, it's the difference in my productivity when I have access to Instagram at the beginning of the day versus when I have not. It's incomparable. And I think I need to play the.
I'm not gonna. No. You know what? Inland Iggy. I'm really happy that he's having his success, and but I'm gonna go ahead and say he's not gonna fucking eclipse me.
I don't think so either. See, I never thought I didn't take Inland Iggy very seriously as a ladies' man, but he started to show that he's
not a bad-looking kid.
He can secure a vagina.
Yeah, he can absolutely secure a vagina.
He can throw his lasso, get it around the lady's neck, drag her in, and subdue her and penetrate her.
And definitely, might have an STD, but.
It definitely has. Probably has an illegitimate child.
Illegitimate child for sure, and by like a minor STD. Like he probably gives a lot of girls, or has given girls like chlamydia or gonorrhea. Like
I think so.
I've somehow avoided the STD train completely, which I think is. I would be honest because that's the one thing about this podcast. We have to be honest.
Totally honest.
I've never gotten an STD. Never even I had a jock itch one time, and I thought it was herpes.
Yeah.
And I freaked out.
Yeah.
Really bad. I cried.
I've had a pimple on my cock that I went and got checked out because I thought I had syphilis.
Syphilis?
I didn't have syphilis.
Dude, you're not fucking Al Capone.
But I've had a cold sore. Have you had a cold sore?
No, I've never had a cold sore.
I've had a cold sore.
Herpes.
HSV1, yeah.
75% of the population has that.
But I've been tested for HSV2 and I don't have it. But the thing is,
You've been tested for herpes?
Yeah.
Well,
HSV2, yeah. I don't have HSV2.
75% of people in the world
have cold sores, HSV1. But I've met a lot of guys recently. Like, I've met a couple of guys recently who have HSV2, like have straight up herpes.
Why would they tell you that, or how did that come up?
One of them was like a pickup dude. He just gets tons of pussy. Like, I met him out in West Hollywood. I don't want to say who he is, but I don't think he's like a social. He's not a social media guy or anything. But he's like He's really good at picking up chicks, and I saw it firsthand. Yeah, he's a good-looking kid. Like, really good game, and he's just got herpes. He says, and he tells every girl he hooks up with that he has herpes. He tells them, and he says it's like it hasn't stopped him once. Every girl's agreed to fuck him. One girl said no, and then later that night came back and fucked him. She said no initially, left, and then came back and fucked him.
Wow.
Yeah, and he just reps the herpes, just has fucking herpes.
That's interesting. I mean, like it is kind of difficult to get herpes unless they're at the pre like flare up stage, like right before where you can't see it but it's kind of active, or they're during a flare up. Which so it's like I've done my research on STDs because when you sleep with women a lot, like you start getting real
it's irrelevant.
It's relevant, and you start getting like you lose some sleep over it sometimes. Like, damn, should I have had sex with that woman without a condom?
Yeah. Oh man, this definitely happened to me too, especially when I first started.
But for you, I feel like you really feel like the worst STD as a child.
And as a child, herpes would suck. But I feel like because I have HSV1, I feel like I'm that guy who rubbed a bunch of poison oak all over me, and therefore I can go venturing through the brush and there's no consequences.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm going to be more resistant to the genital strain. And even if that's not true, I feel like it's true. And being convinced in my own head's got to count for something. Never had mono.
I got mono.
Oh, does that mean
good?
Are you a carrier?
Yes, and I can never, like, if we make out, there's a possibility I can give it to you, but it's also really, really difficult to get it after 21.
Yes.
But I carry it for the rest of my life, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Is it sexually transmitted, then, mono?
No, I mean, yeah, through saliva.
Okay, so
it's a kissing disease.
Indirectly. I'm imagining you ejaculating into some girl's vagina. Do you cream pie girls a lot?
The girl I was dating, yeah, but now, no, not like random girls.
She was on birth control?
Yeah.
Okay, so you just, every time, like, what percentage of the
Not
time?
every time. I would say one of like 4, like 25% of the time.
It is a nice feeling.
It's a very nice feeling. It's a very natural feeling. It's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, it's fucking satisfying.
It is satisfying.
Yeah, I kind of
like the visual of like going all over like her ass, which I know you don't understand.
Yeah. No, Leo and I have talked about this. I'm a missionary guy. Well, he loves to fuck him from behind, but I shoot really big loads. Because I have big nuts, and I used to think it has something to do with that, but I guess it's all in your prostate. That's where the fluid is generated. Okay. Your nuts generate the sperms themselves, but the semen, the fluid, is all generated internally. So it has nothing to do with my nuts.
Has a girl ever given you like a prostate massage?
Yeah, girls have stuck their fingers in my ass. But dude,
what about like just a prostate massage, like just right under the balls there, like
it's the best. It's the best.
Yeah.
But dude, like a lot of girls have commented on that I shoot tremendous loads. Like
they say that to you?
Yeah, they're like, have you not had sex in a while?
I thought they were commenting on your page, which I hope that gets to that point one day.
I hope so too.
Yeah,
like you might not remember this. We had sex last night. You left quite the mess in the corner of the Motel 6.
Unbelievable. Liked by me and Iggy.
Yeah,
and fan Jerry. Hate. No. Who would hate Nate? Imagine Nate comes back like, fuck him. Like, Nate, yeah, right. This is a bot.
Yeah. No. It's true though. I shoot prodigious loads, and I don't remember where I was going with that. But see, the thing is, when I cream pie chicks, when I come in their vaginas, there's a huge amount of leakage. So girls don't like me to do it because then they're walking around the rest of the day and they're just dripping cum.
Yeah.
Like it soaks their panties, it comes out and shit. Yeah, whereas I feel like most guys it just gets absorbed. Yeah. But for me, there's a bunch of ooze back.
Wow.
This is we're meandering now. We should call it. I'm talking.
I mean, you're sharing some interesting stuff about your sex life.
Yeah,
I'm sure the fans want to hear about.
You tuned in. You expected to hear a couple stories, maybe about our plans for filming this weekend. You're hearing about Danny's physiology and sexual functioning. That's good. All the ologies. Is physiology? What does physiology mean?
I don't know. Physiology, I feel like is. I don't know. I wish I
can't define it right now. Yeah. Physiology, I thought it was just like responses and like processes that take place within the body.
Right.
I said processes. I said the plural process correctly. Processes.
Yeah.
So smart kids.
Smart.
I always go with the right plural.
He sure does.
Is there a clever segue I can make there? I don't know. I'm too tired from getting woken up by a dog. It's 6:45 a.m. So yeah, people, we're going to Vegas this weekend.
Nope.
We're gonna get 2 videos. That means I get to take a weekend off next weekend. It's not gonna be a real weekend off. I'm just gonna spend it writing more content.
I bet you might even film.
I might even film. Yeah, but we'll let you know if we get laid. It's gonna happen. I'm not taking no for an answer. If I gotta
doing the podcast.
If I gotta go scan the casino floor for a hooker while the sun rises, I'll do it in order to put my penis in something.
Yeah, Vegas is gnarly, man. I think that's the most fun thing to do. I think the
hookers in Vegas.
Well, not just the hookers. Like to be around them is interesting because they're so like I feel like they're really advanced humans in some ways. You know what I mean? But they. But just walking around the casino is kind of like drunk is pretty fun.
It's gonna be fun. Yeah, hopefully we stay up late. I don't want to go to bed before 3 a.m. We're gonna have a good fucking night in Vegas. All right, motherfuckers. Signing off.
See ya.